Hello and welcome to the Bexhill Observer briefing for Friday, June 27th. My name's Philip Helms and I've got a few minutes to tell you a few of the highlights of the very latest edition of the Bexhill Observer. Now, as usual, it's packed with news, sport, leisure, readers' letters and lots of information. And we have the story of a big fire too, but more about that later. Now, last week we told you the story of Osborne the emu. This week we continue the bird theme. Alfred Hitchcock would have been very proud of us. The first story is about a blackbird that hatched in the engine compartment of a camper van. Yes, really. The second bird story, rather more serious, and it concerns birds that are being trapped in protective netting in the rooftops at a shopping centre. Now, local shoppers have been very upset and outraged by the sight of dead or dying birds in this netting. There have been calls for some action to be taken. We already have animal welfare people involved. We have the owners of the shopping centre at Ravenside involved, and we could yet have the police involved. This is our main story on the front page of this week's Bexhill Observer. Our main picture on the front page shows a very brave little lad who's had a device fitted to his head to help sort out a very rare medical condition. Now, very serious story, obviously, but a heartwarming one as well. And we have a really good account of this on pages 1 and 3. Elsewhere, the great and the good have been discussing our quality of life. Big meeting, big debate, town hall, and the conclusions that they reach have caused a little bit of concern, because it seems that things are not quite as good as they were for us a couple of years ago. Now, we have chapter and verse on that subject. Now, hopefully our quality of life is going to be enhanced by the upcoming Bexhill Festival of Music. Now, this is a 2-week gig at the Delaware Pavilion, music for all tastes. We have a very full preview, of course. Now, history is also to the fore, and we have a story about a group of walkers who tiptoed through the tombstones at Bexhill Cemetery, reading the inscriptions and discussing the characters who helped to form the character of, well, modern-day Bexhill. And talking of history, I think I mentioned a big fire earlier on. Well, it's the 100th anniversary of one of the biggest fires seen in Bexhill. A landmark building in the old town was all but destroyed. Now, that place is still there and happily restored. And we recall that incident in our nostalgia column in Days Gone By. So, lots of good reasons to go out and get a copy of the Bexhill Observer. If you are out and about this weekend, have a good time. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.